Now that we've looked at driver control as far as a drive base goes, we can now start taking a look at how we would add some functionality to this. So how do we use a claw? How do we use an arm? And to do that, we're going to have to look at buttons, and we're going to have to look at some if statements. So I'm going to go to logic, and you'll see that I've got this if do else, some comparison things down here. I'm going to say if do else. So if I push a button, something happens, else something else happens. So if I go to VexIQ sensors, and I'll use that one I accidentally grabbed in the last video, button E up is pressed. Then I'm going to go to VexIQ motors, and I'm going to grab the begin running forward block, and I'm going to set this to, let's just say lift. So lift begin running forward power 100. Now you might want to, depending on your robot, you might want to change that power level. That's fine. So with this right now, if I press that button, it's going to start the lift running forever. Nothing else will change. The down button won't work. It's just going to go up. So I need to add an if else to this. So I'm going to click on this gear here, and it's going to bring up a mini little programming environment. I'm going to grab else if, bring that over, and click on that again. Now this gives me a spot to add in another button. So if I go back to VexIQ sensors, I grab that again, and this time I'm going to change it to button E down. So now I've got up and I've got down. Now if that's pressed, we're just going to duplicate that, put it in, and I'm going to set this to reverse. So now if I press this button, it's going forward and up, and if I press this button, it's going down. Now what's going to happen here is if I press this, it's going to go up forever. If I press this, it's going to go down forever. We still don't have it in a stationary mode. So back under VexIQ motors, I've got a command for hold. So I'm going to grab hold there, stick in the else, and I'm going to say lift. So if E up is pressed, it's going up. If down is pressed, it's going down. And if nothing is pressed, it's just going to hold its position. So if I take this now over to Mimic, and I run my code, you can see I've got my stuff here. I believe it's F and V. So you can see the F and V keys are moving it up and down. So basic driver control. Now I'm not going to show you how we can go about and set this up to work with the claw. I'm going to leave that to you guys to do. But that's basic driver control.